Who vibing with the tribe tonight? Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I'm here for some speed reads after holding space. I am so smitten by holding space and the beautiful things that happen in that very, very sacred space. So, yet again, for those who are interested or curious or whatever it may be, you should come through. You should come hang with us. The information is in the bio, link in the bio for you to tap in online and get the Google form to register. And then I get your email and send you the deets. So you should come, you should come, you should come. What's up? Welcome, welcome, Jen B. Welcome. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. How you feeling today? Tapping in for some speed reads. Always tapping into the voice, your voice, and what your voice wants you to most hear, right now. I am the voice whisperer, tuning in and channeling the voice that is sometimes a little bit too quiet and needs to kind of, get a little bit amplified. So I am the voice before the answer, but the answer is your voice. Channeling your voice. I could do this here for speed reads. We can do it offline, on Zoom, all of the different options, which are, again, all over my page and my website, backtonnatural.life. So we're going to tap in and see who is interested in listening in, tapping in to hear what your voice wants you to most hear. Right here, right now. I start off with prayer. I start off with a collective reading, the collective voice, and channeling the collective and seeing what the collective voice wants us to know at this time. And then I tune in for individuals, whoever is interested in tapping in for that. So let us begin, as always, with prayer and giving thanks. 3-3 Decker, thank you for joining. L, thank you for joining. Big Country Chris, welcome, welcome, y'all. Thank you for joining, for the popping in, the popping out. Even if you just pop in, I appreciate it, because you don't always have to click on to actually come into the space, so I appreciate it. Kiba, hi honey, how are you, lovey? How you feeling? You good? I hope you're feeling good. Tapping in as always for our speed reads. And my mommy's here. Hi, mama. How are you, mommy? Mwah. I love you. It's hot, sis. Same. Oh my God. Hot. And this is like Hotlanta, but my God. Like it is next level. Saying hi to my mama. Thank you. January, welcome. Forrest Gump, welcome. Hi, mommy. How are you? Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. Let us pray. I will do the collective reading, and then I will open it up for those who want a speed read. Okay. Same in South Carolina. Oh my goodness. And exactly that, right? You're like used to heat, but then it's like, damn, it's invasive. And I don't be complaining about heat, even with these hot flashes I be getting with this perimenopause situation. But I literally have been staying. I went out early this morning to water the garden, and even at like 10 o'clock, it was already hot. And then I peeked out, like the door, we have like a metal door, a knob. The knob was hot, like from the inside. Look, it was insane. I was like, yo, this is crazy. So I came right back inside. I'm right back. Yup. Insane. So, yikesers. Shawnee, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Joanne, what's up, sis? Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. I was just about to tap into prayer, and then I will do the collective voice reading, and then I will open it up for individuals. Your nephew thought the air was broke. He's like, why this stuff not working? What's going on there? Like, it's not even doing a thing. Like, seriously, it's hot. It's hot. Like, what's happening to the air? Where is the wind? Seriously, that's hilarious. Like, I'm telling you, I have my window open and I literally feel like a hot air. Even at night, when the breeze comes, it's hot. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it is what it is. That August heat. You used to it, Leo baby, right? That's your stuff. That's your jam. That's your jam. Alrighty. Let us pray and give thanks to the Creator. Give thanks to the breath of life Mother, Father, God, angels, ancestors, Orisha, the forces of nature, divine deities of all traditions, and light and love that serve humanity for the highest good of all. Thank you for this ability, for this awareness, for this ascension, for this abundance, as I tap into the energies of the individuals and the collective in this sacred space this night. Thank you for overseeing this act of divination in light and love. And thank you for clear and concise messages as I tap into the individual and the collective voice. What is it that you would have us most hear, right now, to help propel us to our highest potential, power, purpose, and passions? Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Give thanks. Hello, the boss man. Welcome. And we pour libation and give thanks to our ancestors. Ashe. We welcome them into the space. Speak names of anyone you would like to bring into the space. And with my mommy here, and I always give thanks and honor to my mama's mama. So I will silently speak her name. And my grandparents on both sides, Asheo. Chocolatito, is that you? Chocolatito, where have you been? How are you, love? You good? Hey, what's up? How you doing? Jocelyn, welcome. Welcome in. You deleted your past account. Got you. Okay. Well, welcome back. I missed you. Yay. And what? You meant to tell you dropped your very first ebook? Hello? What you mean you dropped your, can I get a link? Like, what we talking about, Kiba? I didn't even know what you was working on. Congrats and kudos. Details, please. Put them in the chat. Put it in the chat. Let everybody know. What's good? What's really good? That's awesome. You're welcome. Word up, sis. Check her out, though. Oh, yeah, I just forgot to tell you that I happened to... Yay. That's awesome. Please do. Share and share alike. Albita, welcome. Somebody else just popped in, but I think I missed it to give the shout out. I did not get team nap today, so a little bit tired, but we here. Let's go. Let's tap in for the collective. Hey, Lisa. Hello again. Lisa is here again. We were just in holding space together. Indeed. Oh, I see it, Kiba. They are, why I came in like that? Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna, Chocolatito, what were you saying? I don't know why they flagged your comment. It was morning and I came in like that. Morning? I'm not sure what you mean. Hi. Keep, I see the link. They flagged it. I don't know why they flagged it, but or not flag, whatever, filtered it, I should say. So thank you. It's there. Awesome. Will you text it to me or DM me so that I can make sure to get it right away on a little texty thingy? Can you do that for me? That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Thank you. All right. Collective voice. Collective voice. Yes, my mommy's here. Thanks, Lisa. Jayla, welcome. Thank you for joining. Moist Muffin, thank you for joining. Natalie, welcome. All right, maybe I'll open the list so I can see who wants to be on the list, and then I'll do the collective reading just so I can keep things moving, because now I see there's more of us in the space. So hello to you, Moist Muffin Kimmy. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Tapping in for some donation-based speed reads. I channel your voice, the collective voice as well as individual voice. If you are interested in getting a donation-based speed read, welcome to the Vibe Tribe. We are here Monday to Friday around 10:15, 10:30-ish until we get through the list and stuff. Donation-based, the value of the speed read is $11.11. But whatever you can share spare, Cash App is there at the top. And if you send a minimum of $5.55, then you get entered into a draw to win a free reading with me, which is valued at $88 for a 44-minute Zoom session. And you get a recording of the reading. You get the picture of the cards, the transcripts, AI companion, the whole kit and caboodle. So yeah, we tap into your crystal spirit. We tap into some self-care, self-love action items. It's like a very elaborate spread with oracle cards and tarot cards, and you get that if you win by sharing some of the love. If you share some of the love, I see that 666 at the top. Listen, that protons, neutrons, electrons, that's a divine number. They try to make us think that's evil. It's not. That's how we're made. We are made up of the 666, and 6 is the number of creation. It's the number of pregnancy. You know, see the number 6 looks like a pregnant belly. You know what I'm saying? It's divine feminine. Show enough is. Show enough is. So let us open. Don't need a reading, but I love to be part of the collective. Thank you, Chocolatito. Absolutely. Appreciate you being here and being back. Word up. So yes, if you are interested in getting on the list, donation-based, I do appreciate the energy exchange, reciprocity, so appreciated for the energy that goes out, you know, give a little, you take a little, you know what I'm saying? We're all learning that energy of reciprocity, so I am grateful. And if you would like to be on the list, then give me the emoji of this when you put speak in your, when you type it, it's the emoji that should show up, which is the like side profile with the 3 lines that go out. Let me put it, or somebody, I know what y'all, because again, I'm recycling some of the same emojis now that we're just tapping into the voice. That's the one. Thank you, Kiba. Lexi, welcome, and thank you for the FYP. Welcome, welcome. So I pinned Kiba's comment, primordial being whirl. So that's the emoji. So I'm going to first and foremost put Kiba on the list. Yep. Indeed. Thank you for the FYP, Lisa. Does that count for collective or just reading? Like, I do a collective, so I'm going to start off with the collective. So everybody's going to, you know, I'm going to tap into everybody's frequency and get that message. But then for the individuals, you just give me that emoji if you would like. And I thank you for whatever donation you can share or spare. You are number 1 again, Kiba. You are. Keys Yari, welcome, welcome. You don't see the pin. It should be there. It should be there. It's still showing. Of course, I got you, sis. I got you, Chocolatito. Indeed. All right, let me see if I can put it. That's that. Let me see if I can pin mine. Thank you for the heart puffs. Heart puffs. I love me some heart puffs. Heart puffs. I see you, Lisa. You got it now. I got you. No worries. Appreciate it. That's the guy gave you that clarification. Word up. It's always good to ask, indeed. Okay, so I got Kiba and I've got Lisa on the list thus far. There's a lot of things I used to do. I used to do the collective reading first and then individuals, and then I was switching and doing individuals and then collective, but then sometimes I forget to do the collective after I get burnt out from the individuals. So now I'm going to go back to doing collective first, especially because now I only post the collective reading as a highlight, and then one of the nights that I forgot this week, I didn't have the highlight to post, so I was like, damn it. So collective first and then individuals. Miss Iola's here. Hi, Miss Iola. Miss Iola is the coordinator of our garden in Brooklyn, RTV Community Garden. I love her. Hi, Miss Iola. Thank you for joining. Thank you. How are you? We spoke today too. Say hi again. Karina, welcome. Serena, welcome. Karina and Serena, welcome. Y'all came in at the same time. Rhymey. Okay. Kiba's on the list so far. Lisa's on the list so far. Anybody else, please do let me know. Donation-based speed reads, whatever you can share, spare, much appreciated. Value of the speed read is $11.11. But if you send a minimum of $5.55, you get entered into a draw to win a free reading with me, which is valued at $88 for a 44-minute session. And we go all the way in, tapping into your voice. And let us begin with the collective voice, and then we will continue to build the list for those who are interested. So for the collective, I pull a tarot card And then I pull a Sacred Soul Simplified card, which is a card that is based on my book, one of the 33 cosmic concepts. And then I will read the cosmic concept based on the card that we get. And then we go into the individuals. Okay. And yeah, you should get this. Just saying. Because it's going to change your life. Like for real. Okay. Just saying. Lala, welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay. So it's good to do the collectives as well for new people in the space, because then you get an idea of how I read, what comes through, how the tarot aligns with the Sacred Soul Simplified deck and stuff. So if you're kind of on the fence, deciding if you want to give the donation to invest in that sense, and also just to, align and resonate or not, you'll get a better idea. So I think it's good to actually start with the collective first. Okay, so let's do that. Magic Love, welcome. Thank you for joining. I have a new board. You guys see everything on the board that says donation-based speed reads and then CA back to natural? Does it show on your end properly? And on the side should say contact me, backtonatural.life, to book your free discovery call. Do y'all see that? Let me know, because I just did a new board today and I switched it up and this is the first time. I love you, Mama. Good night. Good night. I don't know why they filtered that comment and now they're not letting me unfilter it. Boo. But I love you, Mama. Nighty night. I see your good night, love you, and your kissy face. There it is. Approve. I'll filter my mommy's good night, love you. TikTok. Night, Mama. I love you. Alicia or Alicia Adams, welcome. Thank you for joining. All right. The collective voice. Let us tap into the collective voice. What does the collective voice want us to know? And right now, we got our tarot card. Now let's get our Sacred Soul Simplified card. Wow. Major change. Like abundant change. And we've been going through it, collective. There's been a lot of trials and a lot of tribulations and a lot of all of the things that tap into the Five of Pentacles, that tap into feeling left out in the cold, feeling like money is tight, feeling this energy of frugal, but like that we have some scarcity and some lack and some worry and some doubt, and feeling like people just like are not looking out, that there's a lot of stabbing in the back kind of energy, a lot of deception, a lot of just not looking out. And it is daunting and it is heavy and it makes you feel like just this sense of, why would you do that? I would never do that to you. And it's something that we have to keep the most in mind in regards to paying attention to how these things can change us. And as much as we need to be discerning and more selective when we're experiencing things like this, we also don't want it to change our heart or to make us close off our hearts. We also have to be honest and emote and express what we need to express and say what we need to say, because a lot of times we end up preserving somebody else's peace at the expense of our own, despite how they've treated us. Even looking at this card, something that I notice all the time when I look at the Five of Pentacles is, although both of these individuals are in this very cold outside kind of, like a homelessness energy. It's like this sense of a lack of stability and feeling, housing insecurities could be an issue. And, rent is always a stress, or if it's the mortgage, like we always have something that makes us not 100% sure if we're always going to have this roof over our head, or that we can be put out until we own our own land and our own home and our estate or whatever. There's always going to be that sense of, it's not mine. Someone can tell me to go. And that's stressful across the board. But when we look at this, the individual, the divine feminine energy here is looking to the divine masculine, like still kind of an energy of how can I help, or feeling like, oh no, as if she herself is not going through it. She's like more concerned about him than she is about herself, or the fact that she's in it as well. So that's the stuff we want to pay attention to, that even when we are in this kind of experience, or when we're worried, whoever it is that's around us, we have to make sure that we're holding space for ourselves as well as holding space for whoever else is in that rut with us. But it's hard for us, again, especially as divine feminine, and I say divine feminine not just as a woman, but for those of us that do tap into the divine feminine nature in us, because we all have it, that divine feminine nature is the nurturer. And as the nurturer, we have a tendency to look out for others more so than we look out for ourselves. And we have to find a better balance with that, because it's actually what is going to implement change. 5 is the number of change. And then we tap into the winds of change with the number 5. This is Oya energy. This is very much about the weather and about weathering the storms. And that whatever it is that we're going through, to believe, to have the faith and the gratitude and the patience that this too shall pass. And especially when we are pouring into ourselves, even when we don't have that much, making sure, confirmation, and Ogun confirmation, removing the obstacles. The obstacles are being removed, y'all. The obstacles are being removed. That is part of the change that is coming through for us. So tap into that breath work. Whenever the winds of change energy comes in, tap into the breath, release to increase. Just today, I ended up posting about the exhale, inhale, exhale chapter, more confirmation, Ogun Asheo, in regards to exhaling first and then bringing in the inhale, because we want to clear out our lungs from any old stale air so that our lungs have the full space and expansion capacity to bring in fresh air into our lungs. Everything that we are and everything that we want at the end of the day is who we are. It is a part of us. It's really more in the work of clearing out, of the release, of the exhale, of what it is that we are letting go to allow what is there to come to the surface. So regardless of what you're going through, know that that is part of the challenge and the trials and the tribulation that is teaching us about our faith. It's allowing us to practice our faith, to bring in that change. Again, I was talking about the emoting and making sure that you're expressing things. And here we are with the I speak, with the express, with the ether. A lot of the change happens in the ether before it can actually happen in form and experience. And we have to have the faith in that every single time. 741 hertz is a number that is, and a hertz, a solfeggio hertz, that is about clearing what doesn't serve, making sure that we are being as honest and communicative as we can be, clearing out toxins, clearing our space out, making sure that you're decluttering, that you're just removing whatever energy internally and externally that doesn't serve, so that again, you can leave and make the space for what is meant for you. So listen to this frequency in your home while you're sleeping, just to again, tap into that frequency of what it is that you are releasing that does not serve you anymore. Turquoise crystal is the alignment here, tapping into blue for our throat chakra. Activate that and your declarations. Speak what it is that you are. Speak what it is that you desire, that you want to bring into form and experience. Speak it as a memory. Speak it as if it is already here, right now. Name it, claim it, demand it, command it, decide, declare, decree with no doubt, and it is done. Ashe. Ashe. Collective. That's what the collective voice is speaking. And this is what we need to be speaking. Done and done. Major change. I love it. I love it. Changes in the air. Changes in the air, quite literally, as we tap into the wind of change. And that's Oya frequency, the Orisha of the wind, of the air, of the breath work, of the lungs. She is literally the breath, the first breath, the last breath, the lungs. She is the lungs. Ashe. Bree, welcome. How you doing? Ray 3638, thank you for joining. Texas edition. DJ Hassan Shabazz, welcome y'all. Thank you for being here. Cinnamon Fox, how you doing? Ribes, welcome. Christine or Christian, welcome. Appreciate y'all for being here. Earth Angel, welcome. Just did the collective reading. Oh, and I was forgetting to read the actual chapter in Sacred Soul Simplified, which is what the cards are based on. And I have an official deck that I just haven't printed yet because I'm not going to be promoting the deck right now. But there's an official deck. I just did a little arts and craft homemade version, which was super fun to do and definitely working, channeling coming through. It's pretty awesome. Winds of Change. Let us read from Sacred Soul Simplified. Number 5. The declaration is, I welcome the winds of change that come through the challenge. The wind is ever changing, unpredictable, elusive, and transient. It is something that moves around us that we can feel, yet cannot hold. The wind has the power to soothe or destroy. It can bring destruction to structures that are not solid, to expose necessary changes, to rebuild stronger. Change cannot be avoided, and it is known as the only constant. So it is always in our best interest to accept, expect, and initiate change. When we are able to do that, even sudden shifts are managed with grace and gratitude, which is the most powerful place to manifest from. Be one with the wind by acknowledging that change often comes on the other side of challenge. Despite the distress that comes with it, remember that it is not happening to you, it is happening for you. That inner standing is the difference between you choosing to be a victim or a victor. Change makes way for metamorphosis, transformation, transmutation, and alchemy, and it helps us get more comfortable with being uncomfortable. The wind can uproot and lift us away from what we know, but we must be grateful for the new places and faces that can only be experienced when we land on higher ground. Soul inquiry: do you fear change? Why or why not? Soul work: go outside or be near an open window. Breathe deeply and journal about changes you want to make in your life and an action plan on how to achieve them. And then the chakra activations: the throat, Visuddha, Ham, I speak, the color blue, 741 hertz, and the crystal turquoise. That's that from Sacred Soul Simplified. Journal pages in the back for your soul work and soul inquiry and additional notes and all of the things. So you should get it. Okay. And now let's tap in for the individual reads. Kiba is first on the list and Lisa on deck. Anyone else, please do let me know by giving me the emoji. I'm going to put it in here again. The speak emoji. This one right here. This one right here. All right, Kiba's here and Lisa's here. Awesome. Excuse me. I had like a big old bowl of pasta right before holding space. And apparently still doing its thing. That's the emoji for anybody who would like to get on the list. Speed reads, 1111 is the value of the speed read, but whatever you can share or spare. However, a minimum of 555 gets you on the list to win a free reading with me. And as many times as you share that 555 through the month, you get an additional draw in. You get an additional chance to get into the draw. So you don't just get it one time. Anytime you give 555 or more, you get your number. They're all assigned a number when you give the donation. And then you get little ticks next to your name every time you give. So I appreciate y'all with the love. And I pay it forward because you get an extra draw. You get an extra in there for the draw at the end of the month or at the start of the next month. Okay. Coded, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. Okay. Kiba. Let's tap in for you. What does your voice most need you to hear right here, right now? I got your tarot card. Sis, did you get this? Maya Love Money. I always try to welcome. Maya Love Money. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay. Kiba. When we got that reading that has been like building upon, we referenced this card in regards to not doing this. So it's so crazy that you're getting this card now to add to the message in regard, right? Okay. Awesome. Because it's just confirming not to feel like you're holding on to anything too tightly, to keep in mind that as you are using your finances, however you choose, because you have earned every drop of it, that it is circulating. You are not spending money. You are circulating money. Not only are you circulating money, you are investing in yourself. You are paying yourself first. You are doing things for yourself that you have not always been able to do. So in many ways, you're kind of catching up in terms of taking care of yourself, in terms of looking out for yourself, in terms of soft season and soft life and like not hesitating and again, not being too frugal minded. Yes, again, the frugal is important. It is important to get for you. It was also that energy of haste versus hesitation, right? And not overthinking things when you decide that you want to invest, however it is that you choose to invest, especially for yourself and your child. Okay? Because that's your money and that's your life and that's your baby. And you get to decide what you're going to do with that, when you want to do it, how you want to do it. But just make sure that in those moments, even if it's for you and even if it's for your baby, that you're not, I don't know, and all of that. Have the faith that, again, even with the being smart about it and all of those things, but have the faith that it is always going to come back to you. You have the awareness of oneness energy here. As we know, just the concept in itself as awareness of oneness is that we are not separate from anyone. So with this in alignment with the Four of Pentacles is when you are giving to yourself, when you are giving to your child, it's the same thing like putting the mask on yourself first. It's the same concept of self-love. It's that same paying yourself first, investing in yourself. Why? Because the ripple effect is going to do what it does. So although some people might feel like you should be doing more for them, they're getting anyway by you giving to yourself, especially when you can now take care of yourself in ways that they have not taken care of you, in ways that they have not shown up for you, that you're like, you know what, you got that because I got mines. And I'm going to be a better person across the board because I'm able to do what I need to do for me. So you benefit from that anyway, because it's going to avoid you from being resentful and bitter and all of those things, because you're like, I'm not doing anything for you that I don't want to do. I'm going to do for me for a change. And it's going to add some buffer to any, again, animosity that you may be able to hold or could have held because of ways that things were not reciprocal. And they can judge if they want, they can say what they want, and they can all of the things if they want. You are taking care of number one. And by taking care of number one, they end up benefiting just on an energetic level at the very least, let alone whatever else might come from you finally being able to take care of yourself in a way that you have not been able to or have not chosen to because you were giving to others. One is the magic number, baby, across the board. Tap into the frequency of I am, say your I am affirmations, bring them into the matter that matters, into the root chakra activation, into the grounding of things. I am abundant. I am wealth itself. I am financially free. Like, make it all of the things, but really speak to your money, to the financial frequency of things. I am, I have eliminated scarcity. I am not scared. Lack consciousness. Like, say all of the things in regards to I am that you want to experience in terms of financials. Tapping into Venus vibrations because it's the love and it is the money, and you want to be open to both. If you're blocked in one, you will be blocked in the other. Red jasper is the crystal that aligns with that. Earth, grounding. These are the seeds. This is an earth sign. This is that, again, I'm reading for a reader. You know what's up. So perfect alignment because we're tapping into root chakra vibration, tapping into earth, tapping into the ground. 396 hertz. This 396 hertz frequency is tapping into our solidity. It taps into Nikola Tesla's 369, as he says, if you know the power of 369, you have the keys to the universe. There is a key, there's an activation that is tapping in for you here that you also want to make sure that you're clearing any guilt, any fear, anything that people, again, will try to make you feel by not doing what they want you to do with your time and with your dime. Clear the guilt, clear any fear. The fear is also part of scarcity and lack consciousness and all of that stuff. Eliminate it, because that is what, if anything, can block the abundance or make you energy leak. And the energy leak can be part of the money as well. Clear that so that you are more in your highest vibrational input and what you're outputting in that general sense, and taking care of yourself first. You got to. And you finally can. And you've earned it, and you are deserving, and you are worthy. Period. Period. Okay? That part. Okay? That's for Kiba. You really did, right? Girl, it's your turn. Period, Pooh. Like, say, it's my turn. It's your turn. It's your turn. Like, if everybody got a turn, why can't it be your turn? Why is it okay? How could everybody get a turn and you don't get a turn? That math isn't mathing. It's your turn, babe. You're welcome. Dimples, welcome. Thank you for joining. All right, Lisa, you were up. Let me know if anybody else, I didn't miss anyone, right? Because it's her turn, right, Lisa? Shit. All right, Lisa is up, and last I have on the list, so please let me know. I do usually end at 11:11, so I'm totally fine if this is it for tonight, but please do let me know if I missed anyone or if anybody would like a reading, and I will happily tap in for you. So let me know. But Lisa, you are up. You are up. And tomorrow during Holding Space, we're going to be tapping into Jupiter vibrations. Thursday is Jupiter Day. So I always do extra money, rituals and affirmations and stuff. So I'm going to be sharing a few extra magical things for us to tune in and tap into on Thursdays. And declarations and little simple magical little things. So if you don't want to miss out on that, then you should tune in. Holding Space. No, I'm going to just share so that you have it for any future Thursday type of thing. I'm just sharing it on the Thursday so that we activate the conversation, and we'll do the declarations together and all of that stuff. But in terms of things that you might need, I'll share them. And then you could just have it for whenever, and you could do it every day. And some of the things you will actually have it every day, anyway, but it's just an extra, oomph, or you can like kind of revisit it, amplify it. It'll make sense tomorrow. But yes, we're going to do it on a Thursday. We're going to do that on Thursdays. And I think every Thursday going forward, we'll, do more focusing, on money affirmations and, abundance and wealth and tapping into Venus, that kind of frequency, and Jupiter vibes. Yes, protection and luck and prosperity and expansion. Jupiter is the fairy godfather of the skies. So when you tap in on a Thursday, and just kind of, I see you. Jupiter be like, I see you seeing me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A little extra sprinkle, sprinkle. And again, when two or more gather, right? It's that much more abundance. So it'll be extra powerful when we do it together. So I'm excited about it too. Yay. All right. Lena, welcome. Thank you for joining. Peace, peace. Doing some donation-based speed reads, tapping into your voice, what your voice most needs you to hear, right now. If you would like a reading, it is donation-based. Value is $11.11, but it is whatever you can share or spare. Cash App is at the top, and a minimum of $5.55 gets you entered into a draw to win a free reading with me, valued at $88 for a 44-minute Zoom session, where you get the full kit and caboodle, including a recording of the reading, AI transcripts, and the pictures of the cards, the whole nine. And we do Oracle and Tarot and tap in. So, Lisa, let's tap in for you. Your voice. What does your voice most need you to hear right now? Thank you, Spirit. Tapping in for Lisa. Okay. Thank you. Oh, 2 cards. Gotta do that again. Single card, please and thank you, Spirit. All right. You got your tarot. Let's get your Sacred Soul Simplified card. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Oh, I think you got this yesterday too. Did you get this one yesterday? I think for Sacred Soul. You'll tell me. Seven of Cups, and y'all have to remind me if you get repeat cards, because I always get a little, was it? And if I do, and a lot of times when I do that, the person's like, yes! So definitely confirm if ever. Okay, not this one, but this Sacred Soul Simplified one. I think you might have gotten this one yesterday. I think you did. So that's what made me wonder about this too, because I was like, that would have been crazy if you got like two of the. Anyway, Seven of Cups. A lot of different options are going to be presented to you. This is in relation to, again, me trying to not say too much. And this, you did get this yesterday. You did. So the message is similar. We'll go into it. When you, just like you shared tonight, in terms of being able to get that appointment and getting it as early as you did, which is excellent, there are going to be different options and things that you're going to have to weigh out ultimately, and take your time with it. But again, the fact that you were able to get appointment that quickly, you also do have the opportunity to get treatment and get, things moving really, really quickly, which is very, very beneficial for you. But you want to give yourself the time to look everything over and not feel like you have to rush anything, especially because regard your regrets, which I believe you got yesterday, with the message of don't be hard on yourself in regards to the time that it took for you to check yourself out and to make sure that, you know what I mean, that you feel in some ways like, oh, I should have checked it earlier, or why did that, all of that stuff, right? Remind me if this is the card that gave you. You did. Yep, you did. So, and thank you. You always say I could just say whatever, so I appreciate that. Same message. So when you get all of the information from the doctors in that regard, and they say, okay, you can do this, or there's this, or you can have, this is the option, or this is the recovery for this, or whatever, and you look everything out, look everything over, you don't want to feel like you have to rush yourself because of you regretting how long it took you to get the appointment in the first, not to say the appointment, but to go and get it checked out. You know what I'm saying? Take your time, because it's a lot to think about. It's going to be a lot to think about. You also want to share that, you have us, like we've been saying, to, make sure that you're, just having the support. We're holding space. And if you're weighing the different options or whatever the case is, your family, your friends, whoever you are rallying the troops, bring them into the options ultimately in whatever you're potentially juggling. Don't feel like you have to rush making any decisions because you feel some level of regret in regards to how long it took you to be in the position to make the decision in the first place. Do you know what I'm saying? The knowing is what's important right now. You want to be in an energy when you choose to be, I know that this is the right choice. You don't want to make any choice and to feel like you were hasty. You don't want to feel like you were hesitant. You don't want to regret anything after the fact, in that sense of, man, I wish I just took my time to look over these things more, to research these things a little bit better. Ultimately, I don't like saying that, oh, if it took this long, you may as well. It's not really that, but at the same time, it kind of is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it took this long, and this is where you are now to get the treatment that you need. Taking an extra 3 days to really look everything and research and check out the side effects of this, or the symptoms of this, or the, you know what I mean, Googling, ChatGPT, whatever it is that you need to go through to weigh out all of the options. Take your time with that. Give yourself the time. Don't dilly-dally, but don't feel like, oh, I need to rush this because I already took too long. Everything is the way that it's supposed to be. And you definitely want to make the right decision that is going to be the speediest recovery. And at the end of the day, it's better for you to take a little bit longer before you make the decision to make the decision and to have a faster recovery than for you to rush making the decision and have a longer recovery because it wasn't the best choice out of all of the options that were presented to you. Do you know what I'm saying? You want it to be a knowing. You want to think it through. So focus on the thought and how it lands as an emotion and process that. You want to make sure that the choice is a realization, that you're going through this research and being like, oh, I didn't realize that. I'm making this choice now from a realization, which comes more with an energy of an epiphany, that you're going to feel it in the brain, in the heart brain, in the gut brain, where all three are in alignment, where you're like, this is the best decision. This makes my nervous system feel at ease. I feel calm with this. This feels right. This feels good. This feels true. take your time with that. And again, lean on the people that will help you weigh out all of the pros and cons with all of the different options that you are presented. And I say different options, it could just be 2, right? It doesn't have to be 7. It's just that it might not just be a cut and dry, this is it. You're going to have things to look at and take your time looking at that. 963 Hertz, that's the God code. The other thing in regards to the choices, regardless of what's presented to you, this energy of your thoughts and realizations is staying high vibrational and leaning into the magic, leaning into the self-healing, leaning into nature alongside whatever it is that you choose medically, surgically, whatever that may be. Lean into your herbs, lean into your crystals, lean into your declarations, lean into your thoughts and your feelings that ultimately can absolutely heal you. Remember, recovery is discovery. So look forward to the recovery through whatever choice you make for this healing journey, because of how much self-discovery you're going to be able to experience during that time, how much self-study, how much time you're going to have to rest. And sometimes, more often than not, when we are on a go, 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 to the point where we don't even realize that we're beating our bodies up in the go, 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 Spirit sits us down. Spirit slows us down. We, our higher selves, slow us down so that we are forced to rest. We are forced to receive. We are forced to be taken care of. And we are forced to recover and discover who we are. So look forward to that. There's going to be a lot that's going to come out of it. It's bittersweet. There's no question about it. But focus on the sweet through it all. Ashe? It's going to be good for you. You started listening, right? Because you got it last night. Exactly. Amethyst as well, by the way, for the crystal. The color purple, tapping in, again, that royalty energy. Keeping your crown on for crown chakra activation. Purple being that color of royalty. Cannot go wrong. Hey, John the Seraphim. Hey, hey. I was just wrapping up, but if you want, let me know. The emoji is the speaking emoji with the 3 lines. Let me put it in the comments. That one right there, right there. I just finished Lisa's reading. Got that, Lisa? You see it? I just put it in the comments. Let me try to pin it. And then you're up, because that was it. Word up. So let's tap in for John. If there's anybody else, please let me know. Lisa, you are welcome. You are welcome. And yeah, for you to get that card twice, night after night, like 2 nights. It was last night, right? So yeah, no regrets. No regrets on anything. And take your time to process and to make this choice and these choices that you have to come up that are going to be presented to you. 3 times recently. Oh my God, get out of here. Wow. Well, okay then. So that is a lot to take in as well, not just in terms of this medical thing, but across the board of paying attention to and you have the book too, right? So read that chapter and do the soul work and the soul inquiry for it to be coming up for you like that. Like literally comb through that notion of my regrets, because ultimately anything that we can regret today means that we've grown and it's something we wouldn't do again. So it should be celebrated. We should regard that instead of like beating ourselves up. You know what I'm saying? 14. I believe it is Cosmic Concept 14. Yes. 14. And that number 2, right? The numbers mean something as well. So tap into that. Since, again, getting it 3 times, that's... Yep. Go through that. Go through that. Comb through that. Hey, Natalie, I see you. And your emoji. Put in welcome. Martin, welcome. You're welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, tapping in for John now. And then Natalie on deck. Anybody else, let me know. How you doing, Natalie? What's up? Okay, John, let's tap in for you. What does your voice need you to hear right now? Thank you, Spirit. Got your tarot card. Let's tap in for your Sacred Soul Simplified. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Alignment here with your cards as well. You've got the Nine of Swords, which is a card that sometimes gives us this energy of things of the mind that are really just plaguing us, bothering us, sometimes, affecting our sleep, affecting our dreamscape, just kind of like keeping us feeling this sense of heaviness and worried about something. You want to clear out anything that makes you feel bogged down, anything that makes you feel concerned or worried, or that's just going to sway you more to the negative, or to the worry, to the fear, to the concern, to the dilemma, to any of that stuff. And then there are no dilemmas, because there are no dilemmas. When you really think about it, and the declaration in this chapter is, if I don't know, the answer is no. So whenever we are in this notion of dilemma, we're kind of like, I don't know. But if you don't know, the answer is right in there. I don't know. No. Because until it's a yes, it's a no. Don't make any decisions or make any moves in regards to anything if you feel like you are uncertain about it. Indecision is a decision, and you can choose to literally say, I'm going to pause right now and not make any moves and not make any decisions. I'm going to process. I'm going to think things through. I'm going to feel things through. 1111. Give thanks, Natalie. I'm going to feel things through. The thing with the thoughts aspect, when they say thoughts create, they absolutely do. But the thoughts create an emotion, and it's the emotion that we're actually manifesting from. When the emotion lands, it is that emotion, energy in motion, and that's what ends up multiplying. That's what ends up materializing, manifesting, materialize, like literally coming into form and experience, because it starts off as the thought. The thoughts, unfortunately, and we've talked about this many times before as well, we can't really always control our thoughts, but we can control how we're choosing to transform or alchemize it. We can control what we're going to say or not say about it. We can control what we're going to do or not do based on the thought. Instead of being reactionary, we have to be more in an energy of response. Instead of retaliating in any ways, we have to be more in an energy of response. And sometimes it really is that, let me just stop for a moment, let me process this, and let me transform it into what I want it to feel like instead. Because the thought, again, turns into the feeling, and then that's the barometer, how we feel. Once you feel and it's not good, it's not of God. I am a firm believer. If it doesn't feel good, it is not of God. And if we are in alignment with the Most High, and this is what we speak of, then whatever comes through our thought that does not feel good, that's our shit. That's somebody else's stuff. That is something that is not of God. So we have to be really, really particular and mindful and selective and discerning in regards to believing everything that we think. It's the same thing like the voices, right? We're tapping into the voice. This is your higher voice that is speaking, that is sometimes the lowest volume because of so much noise in other people's thoughts, and even our own thoughts that are based on the conditionings that society has that makes things so heavy. That has to do with finances, and that has to do with, past relationships, and that has to do with conflicts, and has to do with negativity, and has to do with attacks, and has to do with all of the things that happen in our lives. That is just another thing in the mind that is so heavy and keeps us up and keeps us inundated, instead of us clearing that out and saying, I'm going to use the power of my will. This is the will energy. This is the solar plexus energy, burning away what does not serve, purifying, doing the candle magic as we've been doing, like all of the things that were in Fire Horse in the Year of the Sun, bringing in the energy of I get to decide what this is going to be. So continue to channel your will, and not whatever will be, what I will be. My will is God's will. I am in alignment with the Most High. And then that comes back to, if that is the case, why would God want something for you that does not feel good? So if you feel something that doesn't feel good, if you think something that doesn't feel good, it is not of God. Clear it out, burn it away, tap into your will, because you know that you want to feel good. It is your will to feel good as well. That is the alignment. And do things, the action item. When you have that thought that doesn't feel good, have a positive action item to do to break the energy. and to bring you back into your will, into your command, into you deciding what you want to feel like instead and choosing something that feels good. 528 hertz will bring in that activation of confidence, of your will, of you commanding, tapping in more into the authority of your life versus circumstances that are external that can have a tendency to take over because of what you're used to thinking, that heaviness that you've been bogged down with. Because in many ways, it's like when we have more practice with something negative, it's a default. And we have to do the work to burn that away so that we can come more into having more practice doing the opposite, which is going to be more in the positive realm, more in the feeling good of things. And again, whenever feels like a dilemma, you're looking at those two things, you're going to choose what feels good. Just choose what feels good. And if you're not sure, imagine putting both of them down and seeing which one makes you feel like, oh, if I put that down, I really don't want to lose it. And that's how you're going to know you got the answer. And yet again, if you don't know the answer is no. Until it's a yes, it's a no. And citrine crystal. Tap into yellow. Again, the energy of the sun. But that citrine is powerful for abundance and for money. But what's extra powerful about citrine is that it is a crystal that never needs cleaning. And that says a lot when we tap into... Hold on, I got to do this verification. When we tap into the cleaning and the cleansing and the catharsis and the burning away and the cleanliness is godliness and making sure that your space feels as good as you want to feel and as a reflection of that, citrine is the perfect alignment because it is self-cleaning. So you want to kind of have that same energy of your space and of your vessel, of being like so purified, so self-cleaning that negativity and bad vibes couldn't come around you anyway because it's no longer a reflection. Ashe. Okay. That's for you, John. Word up. Natalie, you are up. Ashe. And thank you for the heart puffs. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Natalie. I appreciate y'all. Hello, alien superstar. Welcome back. How you feeling? Kinglish, welcome. Welcome, welcome. P Verbals, thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I see y'all, you and Natalie catching up. Word up. Betty! Hi, Best Betty. How are you, love? I miss you. I love you. How are you? I'm good. Thank you for being here. We got to get your beautiful face on your profile. I've been telling you that since September. We need a profile picture, Best Betty. Okay? How you doing, honey? Betty, right, Lisa? Betty's here. All right. Tapping in for Natalie. Now I have Natalie's last on the list, unless somebody else. I know, but you're gorgeous. I don't understand how you still say these things. Oh, Best Betty. So beautiful. Like, anyway. Natalie, you are up. Best Betty, let me know if you want me to tap in for you, and I will do so next because Natalie is last so far on the list. Let me know. The emoji is the little speak thing. If you can't find it, just put voice. Just type voice in the comments, and I will put you on, okay? All right, Natalie. Oh, let me pin that. All right, cool, Best Betty. I got you. Awesome. Hello, in love with Ann Millie. Welcome. Thank you for joining. All right, Natalie. Spirit tapping in for Natalie. Do your voice. I need you to hear right here, right now. There's a little moth in my room. I'm gonna get it after. That was distracting, so I'm gonna tap back in for you, Natalie. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. You got it. Grounded energy fell to the ground. Let's get your sacred soul simplified. Got a repeat card. Kiva got this one. You've got the Six of Swords. That is an energy of moving from choppy waters to calmer waters. So whatever it is that you are dealing with right now, this too shall pass. And you have support. It is either someone, divine masculine energy, father figure, grandfather figure, uncle figure that is still here present, or on the other side. You will know best. Somebody is absolutely rowing the boat ashore. Hallelujah. You are getting Michael. Is there a Michael? There's an M. Either an M name, Michael, that is again either present or on the other side, that is absolutely supporting you on this. Oh, that is my favorite song. This too shall pass. Yes. So have faith in that. Lean on whether you know clearly, again, if whether they're here tangibly or on the other side. My voice just, did you hear that little, it got a little, speak out loud. If the person is still present, express, communicate with them. It could be the support that you need. They don't know until you tell them. And similarly, if they're on the other side, you like ask and it is given kind of thing. So lean on them, speak. If it's prayer, if it's petition, if it's whatever it is, you know, Archangel Michael, if the Michael, maybe it's Archangel Michael specifically that's coming through, that is saying to lean on. First line of defense is Archangel Michael, is going to be there for you when you ask, when you say, this is what I'm dealing with. I'm really going to need your support on this. I'm really going to need like this tangible help, because whatever it is that you're, oh, you have an M. Okay. So yes, they're supporting. The Michael could be, again, Archangel Michael specifically, but the M, if there is, like you said, confirming the M that is related to you. And again, related doesn't have to be actual relation, but that you know of, that is on the other side, that could be supporting you and that you could lean on them. Share what it is that you're experiencing and what you need, and be very, very deliberate, very intentional, very specific in regards to the support that you need. It is going to come through. They are going to come through. The awareness of oneness. Kiba got this card as well. Tapping into the energy of number one. The other thing in general, we are in a 10-year and it reduces to the number one. This is a year where a lot of firsts are going to happen for a lot of us. Expect the first. The energy of expected and unexpected, whether it's income, whether it's experiences, whether it's good opportunities, whether it's alignments with ancestors, there's going to be a lot of firsts that happen. Tune into that, embrace that, declare that, expect that, name it, claim it, demand it, command it, tap into the grounded energy, this awareness of oneness. We are not separate. And this is why the support is going to be so palpable and so intentional for you, because you're going to realize how thin the veil is in your connection with this M ancestor, as well as with Archangel Michael, because of how quickly there is a potential for you to fix this and for it to just be fixed, for you, again, you to be in the smooth sailing versus the choppy waters. When we're in the stress of it, it's very hard for us to see and imagine not being in it. But that's exactly what we're supposed to do in order to get us out of the choppy waters that much quicker. It's why it's challenging. It's why it is a test of the faith, right? But I'm, back and forth with the energy of tests, and that God tests us. And I don't think that it's so much a test as much as it's the practice and the training in regards to our faith. Because if we didn't have trials and tribulations, there would be no faith. There would be nothing to have faith for, right? We would just take it for granted. So it's those moments that actually allow us to practice our faith. It's those moments that actually allow us to call on God, to call on our ancestors and archangels, because we need something, because we're hoping for something, because something is, we can't necessarily, again, with the awareness of oneness, sometimes we can't do it alone, and we shouldn't have to. So those are the moments that if we had it all, we wouldn't lean on anyone. We wouldn't really build community. There would be no need in many ways because we got it, right? It's those moments that help us lean on others. So allow that to happen. It's part of the bittersweet. I am declarations. Anything that you want to experience, you are it. So say it as that. If you want money, I am money. You know what I'm saying? If you want love, I am love. If you want financial freedom, I am financial freedom. Claim it as what you are, who you are, and whose you are. Ashe. Red jasper, tapping into the red, the ground, earth, grounding. Tap in bare souls on the soil to ground your soul. Tap into that when you are in the energy of the earth, because the earth is the money as well. It is the soil. It is the minerals of the soil. It is the rubies and the diamonds and all of the things that we are not separate of, that we are literally made of the same stuff, as above, so below. From the stars to the soil, we are it. So claim it as the I am. Every single drop of it, claim it as the I am. You cannot be separate from it. And then 396 hertz, tap into that so that you can tap into the frequency of, again, releasing any guilt, any fear, anything that's going to potentially block the abundance that you are. Because again, you are already it. You were already there in regards to the smooth sailing. You just have to have the faith to keep moving so that you can experience it. Inform and experience. Okay. For you. Sit up high. Welcome. Thank you for joining. And Best Betty, you are up. Okay. Best Betty. Ready. You're welcome, Natalie. You are welcome. And definitely tap into that M ancestor. They got something for you. It's helping you steer that boat. All right, Best Betty. Speaking their names. You can speak his name. You can, depending on, no problem. If you have an altar or just a sacred space, you can always have a glass of water. I change my water out every Monday, so it's fresh water to, start the week. And just in terms of communication, sometimes it's literally just that, taking the time to speak their name and expressing what it is that you need, what it is that you're going through, how you need the help, how you need them to support, how you need them to show up, and whatever, reciprocity, energy exchange, having that conversation, in regards to what can I do for what it is that I'm asking for support. Is it just that? Is it just creating an altar? Is just speaking their names, whatever it is, and you'll just be open to receiving the guidance directly. Yeah. Okay, Best Betty. I love this for you. Ace of Cups. Pouring into yourself to bring in the energy of peace. Bringing in the energy of peace, Best Betty. Peace of mind, a peaceful heart. There's, when we tap into the pouring into ourselves, letting others drink of the overflow, we think of it very esoterically. We don't make it tangible. And I remember when I saw a video when someone was talking about this, pour into yourself and to pour into your cup and let others drink of the overflow. And I may have shared this a few times. I'm not sure if you've heard it, but always think of having your cup on a saucer. So let's say this is the cup and this is the saucer. And as you are pouring into yourself, the water overflows into the saucer. You give of the water in the saucer. You do not give of the cup. And the water will always be in the saucer as long as the cup overfloweth. So you want to make sure that you are always pouring into yourself. If you are overflowing, nobody's thirsty. But if you are depleted, everybody's thirsty, including you. So the more you pour into yourself, it is actually beneficial for other people. And a lot of times we think of it as the opposite, that we have to keep doing for others But if we're doing for others and not doing for ourselves, then we're depleting. And then that means the cup is going lower and lower and lower. And there will be a time when now nobody gets the water. All right. So you want to make sure that you are continuously overflowing your cup so that everybody gets the 5 streams that tap in at the end of the day. When you think about growth and you tap into, and there's 4 streams I just realized on this. I mean, it's about 4, but usually it's a 5 on the original deck is a 5 stream, and the 5 represents the number of change. With the 4 here, still in alignment because it's a number of stability and structure and being very deliberate and disciplined in regards to your self-love, in regards to pouring into yourself. This is something that we've talked about recently as well in regards to love. And as long as you are pouring into yourself, and as long as you are loving on yourself and supporting yourself and knowing how beautiful you are, ain't nobody can tell you nothing opposite. And you're also going to be so extra like on point with being like, that ain't gonna fly here. I peeped that. No. I saw that. Yeah, no, we're not doing that because I love myself, because I see myself, because I know my worth and I know my value, and you're not getting away with that. And that's for any relationship. You're going to be able to clock that ish in a minute when you continuously pour into yourself and when you have peace of mind. Because the minute somebody fucks with your peace, Best Betty, you're gonna be like, oh no. Oh no. So continue to pour into you. Continue to be, and look at this, 4 streams on this card when it's usually 5, and you have the number 4 tapping into the 4 walls of manifesting. And the 4 walls of manifesting is all about aligning our thoughts, our feelings, our words, and our deeds. You want to make sure that all 4 of those are in alignment. This is so a part of this divine discipline for self-love. Because if we say, oh, I love myself, right? But then we're doing things that are opposite to that, or we're thinking negative thoughts, then at the end of the day, there's a misalignment and we're sending the wrong information or incorrect, incomplete information and transmission up to the universe. And if we're doing that, then there's a stalemate. Then there's just this hold up in regards to what spirit can actually give you in regards to what it is that you're saying that you are, or that you're doing, but then not thinking, or you're feeling, but not speaking, or you're saying the opposite. You have to start to look at all of those things, what you think, what you feel, what you say, what you do in all of the different realms, and make sure that they are in alignment. Tapping into the frequency of love, self-love, loving on yourself, making sure your heart is healed and your heart is healthy. Hurt people, right? So sometimes it's not even about anybody necessarily intentionally hurting, but we want to be responsible enough to make sure that we ourselves are not hurt. Because if we continuously don't pay attention to heal the hurt, then we ultimately can be a hurt person that hurts someone. So pay attention to that. Work with green aventurine for the heart healing, as well as for some money. And again, Venus vibes, money and love in alignment. So green aventurine is the quintessential stone to tap into love as well as financial freedom and abundance. Tapping into air, you want to align with the air element, be outside, do your breath work, using your lungs, the capacity. I shared the exhale, inhale, exhale breath work on the page today, where you want to exhale first, then you inhale. With every exhale through the mouth, you want to clear out, release energy, visualize what you want to clear out of your life. With every inhale through the nose, you want to visualize what it is that you want to increase, what you want to bring into your life. And tap into that. And you do the exhale first, because again, it is all about clearing out to make space for what is already ours, what is already there, and just needs the space to trickle up to the top. So you start with the out with the old to make space for the new. And that's the vibes. That's the vibes. That little fly. Or it's a little moth, whatever. Emote. The emote energy is about expressing, is about being honest, is about speaking your ultimate truth. First and foremost, to yourself. Being so like, it's a razor focus in terms of what it is. You know, bringing that BX, Boogie Down Bronx vibes, you know what I'm saying? Like, be straight up no chaser. for yourself, to yourself, so that you're able to say it to whoever. Because sometimes, again, also in terms of the four walls of manifestation, if we're thinking something and we're so sure of what it is, this is what it is, this is what it is, but then when we have to say it, we're like, well, then we're not like serious, and somebody's not going to take us seriously. So you have to learn to practice saying what it is that you're thinking or what it is that you're feeling. And then it's not just speak about it, but then it's be about it. And we have to actually do the things to implement the things that we are saying and thinking and feeling. And then 639 Hertz is all about the heart healing. So this is why it's important to make sure that your heart is healed, to process the healing aspect of it. And the 639 Hertz solfeggio, listening to it while you sleep, whatever it is going to help you tap into love, tap into harmony, tapping into the balancing out and the healing of your heart, the feel it to heal it vibration. And the practice is in the self-love, taking care of yourself, giving yourself a little bath, treating yourself, buying yourself flowers, whatever it is. Do something every day if you can. Make time. I can't even say if you can. If we can't do one thing for ourselves to show like I love you every day, how we expect somebody else to do that for us? Like, how is it going to mirror? There's no way. So this is the work. Loving on you the way you want someone to love you. And oftentimes we be loving on other people more than we're loving on ourselves. And that's not the math. And it's the reason that things dissolve. Because that person knows that we're taking better care of them than we're taking of ourselves. And it erodes the respect. So love on you, respect yourself, show that, be that, speak it, feel it, think it, do it. And everybody else around you must rise into place. Ashe. Confirmation. Yay, you're welcome. You are welcome. Tipster, welcome. Thank you for joining. Timeless Adventures, thank you for joining. Ashe, Best Betty. Alexis, welcome. Andrea, welcome. Awesome. I missed some comments, so let me... You got that, Natalie? I know you'd asked about the tapping in and stuff. Let me know if that was clear enough for you. You've always had an altar. Oh, he always had an altar. Oh, awesome. So then, yes, just to continue, and then hits home. Oh my God, good. He always had, got you. You should definitely, he had an altar. You should definitely do an altar and have him in your space. Awesome. Absolutely. And you know about that. Oh, wow. And Lisa knows about, so you know, oh, wow. So that really was on point. Oh, that's so dope. Okay. Got chills when she said it. Oh, wow. Condolences to you. Tap in. Oh, so Marlon coded. Marlon, we speak your name. Ashe. Oh, wow. That's an honor. I love when they come through so like tangibly. And again, y'all know I never, even though I'm sure that I could do the whole and call them in, I don't do that. I let them choose. You know what I'm saying? I let them choose. So I'm always so honored when they choose to come through that tangibly. Wow. That's awesome. Freddie, welcome. Thank you for joining. Is that it? Are we done? Shabby, welcome. Thank you for joining. That was it on the list. I appreciate y'all. Perhaps I should wrap it up. I'm yawning. Okay. I guess that's all for tonight. I didn't get a nap today, so definitely going to get my rest. I get to go to, I'm just going to brush my teeth, wash my face because I just showered and washed my hair and put my, so I'm all fresh and clean. So I get to go to sleep. All right. We're good. That's it. We're done. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here with me. I'm grateful. And back tomorrow, holding space at 9 on the Zoom. So for those who are interested in joining us, details in the bio, link in bio. So you can tune in, tap in with us, and then I come right here. After that, I will share some of the clips from the vibes from tonight. Yes, be there with us, Lisa said. Lisa's always there with us. Come on, come on. The water's fine. Come on in. The water is fine. And we'll be tapping into Jupiter vibes tomorrow to bring in some. Okay? Okay. Because money is energy like everything else, and we are not trained to ask for money or to not ask. No. To command. Okay? To declare. Okay? Divine inheritance. Okay? So we gotta start doing that more. It's ours. It's ours. It's ours. It's ours. Like, so if we're heirs, yo, give me that. Thank you. Please, but thank you. You know what I'm saying? But give me that. It's mine. It's yours. It's ours. Actually, okay. I love you. Till tomorrow. Rest well. Peace, peace, peace.